Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I was sitting at a light and had a few seconds, and I was scrolling on my Instagram and I saw some just like F you know what I mean, F the patriarchy, F men that require this, require that, their approval and all these other things. And it got me thinking about the tone and the delivery about things that we may have all experienced or thought or felt at one point in our life. But the growth as women is that we don't stay stuck there. And some content creators that I see, some women who position themselves as women advocates, leaders, and spokespersons, and all those things are great when they position themselves, but they're in a constant state of spewing like, like all this F you, F that. It's like, it's exhausting. After a certain point, you want to see some growth. After a certain point, you want to see some like, okay, that was then, this is now. Now what to do with that energy. Now what to do with about the solution. Now what to do about, okay, so you don't need a man's approval. Okay, so, some men are dogs and some are narcissists, and some made us baby daddies and we didn't want to be, some made us baby mamas and we didn't want to be baby mamas. Some men, ruined our credit, and some men lied, and some men, yes, okay, some men weren't father figures, some men weren't protectors and providers like they should have been. Okay, yes, we've all been there. But like I have felt in circles with women, that were friends and I was close with, like, I don't want to keep talking about that. I don't want to give all my energy to that. I don't want to stay stuck there. We're here to have a good time. I'm here to have a good life. I'm here to enjoy some things, talk about some new things, go to new places, experience some new levels, some new heights. So now, what are we going to do? Now, what are we going to talk about? Now, how are we going to live lighter, higher, better, elevated, all of these things, you know what I mean? So it just kind of like, it's I don't know. I just feel like if all of my content had just stayed on, I'm a single mother because of this, that, and the other. I'm a single mom because of this dude, this, that, and the other. I'm a single mom because in America, it's like this, that, and the other. I feel like I'm a single mom because of what people think, of what people say. And I feel like as a single mom, that gets exhausting. That's exhausting. And it gets you nowhere fast. And we can't stay stuck like that. Like, yes, it's one thing to make a point. Yes, it's one thing to validate someone's experience and their feelings. But let's move through that. And I talk about letting the past define us. I talk about, giving your power away, still talking about my baby daddy in a negative way. Like, he did this, he did that. Like I'm not enough. Like now I'm just in his shadow. And that's not good. As Black women in 2023, yes, we've been through amazing and really hard things, both at the same time. Sometimes the hard things have made way for us to know our true potential and our true power. Because I will never forget that from my womb can come the male energy, can come a man, can come a child, a boy that needs to be raised to know what he should do. That is my power. You know what I mean? So I don't get it twisted. And I also realize that even in my relationship and the dynamic that I have with my fiance, I've talked about submitting, and really it's a play on words. It's like, I make you feel like you're doing something, but at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know where I'm going, and I know what I want, and I know what I'm doing. So let's not get it twisted when we see women talk about femininity, inner power, using strengths and weaknesses, or not even weaknesses, but strengths and skills that don't necessarily have to compete with masculinity. I am in no way, shape, or form interested in telling a man how to be a man, how to change for women, and I'm definitely not going to sit around and debate other women that, like, you're wrong, I'm right, blah, 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 blah. You know why? Because my life is the fruit of my beliefs and the fruit of my inner work. So if you're not there, that's on you. But when I say there, we are all deciding our own realities. So for me, I had things that I wanted that I was going to get no matter what, and it just so happened along my path, I ran into, I wasn't looking, wasn't searching, wasn't hoping and wishing. I was like, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, okay. But I ran into someone that was a good match for everything that I was trying to do and had those things in place already. And he showed up and he stepped up and he proved himself to me. That is the difference. So, the bitterness can't come from it hasn't happened to you yet. When we're the type of women that we're not waiting to live. We're not just twiddling our thumbs and trying to be pretty and trying to be this and the other just for a man or just for attention or just to get a home, just to get the bag, just to get all these things. These are add-ons. These are bonuses that come from being so magnetic, so irresistible that they can't help themselves. And I don't blame them. So it's just interesting to me when I see, especially when I'm looking at them like, okay, you consider yourself a healer. You consider yourself someone that's educating and, reaching women and writing books and creating courses, but it's still coming off very like angry and like fuck this, fuck that. And I'm like, I've had to say that. Absolutely. I've had to set some things straight and stand on my square and say, not me, not today. But I didn't stay there. Once that energy has served you, once those words have served you, you don't need to be in defense mode all the time. And that's where I think the difference with me and my growth has been. You know what I mean? I don't hate men, and I don't even get threatened by the manosphere and passport bros and all these different ones that feel like I wouldn't take care of my family. I wouldn't buy this girl a real estate property. I wouldn't, pay her bills, and I wouldn't. Okay, all you need is one. You know what I mean? So it's just very interesting to see women that feed into that and lend their energy to like trying to get everybody on board. Everybody's not gonna be on board. You don't need that. So I am home. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, peace. Bye.